Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play of Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, Spirit of Justice. Case number 3, we're on day 2 of the trial. Let's not waste your time, let's see if we can channel up some success. I hope y'all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. May 12th, High Court of Khura'in. Q's lobby. Sorry, Maya, but this was the only way. You sure you're up for this? Thanks for believing in me, Nick. Even though I don't know if my channeling ability is on point yet. Oh, right. Before she started training here, her success rate was only about 30%? I know you can do it, Maya. At least I hope she can. So you're sure you're ready? Yeah, at least I think so. You don't sound so confident. What about all your training? Training's one thing. Actually doing it is totally another. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. If she fails to channel a high priest, we're good as dead. Relax, Nick. You can count on me. I'll show you what my training's done for me. This will be the moment you never forget. Okay. I just hope it's unforgettable in a good way, otherwise, not gonna have much time to forget about it. Once we hear Abbott and me's story, I'm sure the truth will come to light. I hope so, but he was hiding the fact that he was a rebel, so I doubt it'll be as cut and dried as all that. They're ready for you. Please return to the Hall of Justice at once. Wow, that guy in the background actually moved forward. That was cool. They went back. I don't think I ever noticed that. Okay, Maya, I'm counting on you. You got it. Here we go. May 12th, High Court of Khura'in. We have received official approval for the accused to channel the spirit to you today. Now, if you will, Miss Fey, please proceed. Yes, Your Majesty. I can't believe this! Only the Queen should be able to channel spirits! Azuka! Put them to death right now! Yeah, we believe it does so much we got voice actors just for that one line! Come on, Maya. I'm counting on you. I have been studying here in Khura'in for 2 years now, so that one day I will be the master of Khura'in, a village of spirit mediums back home. But first, I shall show you all the fruits of my training in your kingdom. Wow, she seems really confident. A neophyte practitioner such as you could not possibly channel a spirit. Okay, Your Benevolence. How about this then? If I succeed, will you stop calling me a neophyte? Very well. If you succeed. Oh, I will. Just you watch. Oh, Spirit Student, return now to the world. Sorry, the text auto-advanced. I like how wearing Maya's outfit. What is this place? Oh my! No! This cannot be! Papakunka! It's the High Priest! The accused really can channel spirits? I don't believe it! The accused spiritual power is the real deal! Go, Maya, go. I do not understand. This cannot be. This simply cannot be. I must step out now before I forget myself.
A bit in me.
Would this be the Twilight Realm? And what of this? Luxurious mane of hair. Is it perhaps a gift from the Holy Mother for decades of faithful service?
A bit in me.
My, but if it isn't His Majesty, have you too shuffled off the mortal coil?
Please do not count me among the dead. It is only you who have passed on. But the spirit medium, Maya Fey, has brought you back with among us today.
Why? Acolyte Fey has mastered the secret art of spirit channeling. I suppose that explains these gorgeous locks.
When I pass from this world, I too hope to be channeled with a full head of hair.
Though it be for the briefest of moments. I give thanks for this splendid coiffure.
Praise be to the Holy Mother!
However, this kimono is a bit too snug for my taste. If you would, excuse me. Alrighty then. There, that is better. Can we get to assessment now? Also, when Maya comes back, is she gonna be like... Let's not. Maybe it's like the whole thing. She'll just come back with all her clothes normal. Yeah. Can we get back to testimony? And I wish she'd keep his top on. Why, you are that foreign lawyer the people speak of as of late. And is this not the Hall of Justice? Why have I been summoned here?
Forgive us for calling you back from your eternal rest. But you have been accused of murder. Might we ask you to testify on your own behalf?
I have been accused of murder. That is troubling indeed. Ah! What's with that crazy pose? Is this really cause for such astonishment? Even the lowliest of monks can achieve such body control with proper training. Oh, I wonder if Albi will be able to do that someday.
Will the defense please explain the situation to the High Priest?
I'd be happy to. Your disciple, Zeh'lot, has been murdered. It happened on the day before the purification rite. And the crime occurred in the rebel hideout hidden within the inner sanctum.
Acolyte Zeh'lot, he has been killed? Who would do such a thing?
Someone who knew of the hideout and had access to the inner sanctum. In other words, you, Abbot in me. After all, weren't you secretly a rebel? Wow, these poses are getting more complicated. Oh dear. I'm afraid Maya's gonna come back and her body's gonna be twisted like a snake. That's still Maya's body. I hope he doesn't break anything. Yeah, that's what I just said! I love when the protagonists are on the same page.
Wow, the High Priest is amazing! Think he had mastered such advanced prayer pose. He's so worthy of veneration even if he is a rebel. Praise be the Holy Mother! Praise be the Holy Mother!
Oh my, have my rebel allegiances been exposed?
Not even my wife knew of that. It seems to rest in peace is not my fate.
Why did you, a devout priest of Khura'ism, join the rebellion?
Objection.
The High Priest has come back to us for but a brief time, Defense. Shall we not cut to the chase and ask the most pressing of questions? Oh, right. Abbot and me, the prosecution believes the one who slew both you and Acolyte Zeh'lot to be Maya Fey, who had been playing the role of Lady Kira in the Wright. Being that I was dead until just a moment ago, my memory is a bit hazy. Could you please do your best to remember?
Objection!
The High Priest says his memory is hazy.
It's all coming back to me. It is as Prosecutor Sahdmadhi concluded. I was slain by none other than Maya Fey.
The High Priest's statement has proven my assertions with regards to his murder correct.
No!
But what about Acolyte Zeh'lot? You were the one who killed him, weren't you? I know not about my disciple's murder. Furthermore, I have an alibi of my own. An alibi? Seriously?
It seems the testimony defense had been hoping for is working against him. Now, Abbott and me, your testimony, if you please. Yes, of course.
Witness testimony. I have an alibi.
I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place. Just past noon on the day before the riot, I was entertaining guests at my home.
And I believe my guests can corroborate this. You had guests? Just past noon. That's right about the time Zeh'lot was murdered. Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Come to think of it, Rayford told me about his spirit's memory. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time between the moment of its death and the moment it is channeled? Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. The High Priest seems to know exactly what he's talking about. So the question is, what would be the best angle of attack? Well, let's press away and let's see what we find. I have an alibi.
I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place.
Hold it!
You use the word alibi as if it were second nature.
Are you perhaps mocking me? Or is it perhaps the King of Khura'in itself you wish to ridicule?
I love that he's wearing those shoes. It's just like dangling.
Come on, everyone in the grammar knows what this means. We're not a bunch of country bumpkins here. We have plenty of courtroom dramas on TV. Peace, I say. Mr. Wright, would you care to clarify your last statement?
But please don't take it the wrong way. It's just alibi is rather a technical term for a priest to use so naturally.
I assure you, I know how to use the term. In fact, I had even hoped for a chance to do so one day. I suppose that even I, a high priest, am not immune to such trivial world attachments.
Oh, I see. Still, he seems unusually calm and composed. It's almost as if he had prepped himself for something like this.
Just past noon on the day before the riot, I was entering guests at my home.
Hold it!
Yes. And you were entertaining them personally.
Well, that I was. We gathered around the table for a most enjoyable conversation.
He said his guest could corroborate his alibi. That can't be good for our case. Are you sure that was the same day as the murder? Maybe you misremembered.
Gah! Do not doubt my mnemonic faculties! I may have died, but my memories up to that point are crystal clear!
So sorry. He's pretty thin-skinned for a priest. Though I guess I should have known better than to doubt his memory. Yes, cut off the moment of death. Yes, we know this. We literally just saw this flashback. It says clearly recalls though. How can it be hazy?
Ah, there's nothing better than enjoying Gingil cuisine with dear friends. That way everyone's breath becomes equally melodious.
Right.
And I believe my guests can corroborate this.
Holding!
And who exactly were your guests that day? Don't tell me they were rebels. They can't be called here to testify. Don't we have a picture of them? Like right here? These were his guests?
It was none other than His Majesty along with his family.
Huh?
He couldn't attend the ride due to work, so he stopped by ahead of time. My, how his daughter has grown.
Wait a second.
Let me set the record straight right now. I am not a rebel. Thank you for that wonderful meal, Abbott and me. Lady Emmy's cooking simply cannot be beat. So there you have it.
When exactly was His Majesty at your home?
He was there from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Indeed, precisely the time period within when Acolyte Zeh'lot was slain. Yes, and we had a rousing check concerning the game of Kachitama.
Did you just say catch 'em all? Are we talking Pokemon here now? but
I'll just have added to the testimony. After all, it was I who visited the High Priestess' home. My guests that day were High Majesty and his family. They visited from 2 to 3 p.m.
Your Majesty, are you sure this testimony is completely accurate?
Sure can be. Oh, how wonderful it is finally having my actions be admissible as evidence in court. His Majesty was at my home during the exact time period of the murder. Come, let us put this behind us. I could not have possibly committed this crime.
How can you be so sure? What if the clock or watch you were using was off or you misread the time?
There was a clock right near the table, and it had the exact time as my watch. Now, do you understand, lawyer? As you can see, my elbow is so tight. Or do you still think I could have killed Acolyte Zeh'lot?
Arg, His Majesty is a witness? Are you satisfied now? There is not a single discrepancy in Abbott and me's alibi. If I give up now, it's all over. Now, hold on a second. Is there something? Anything wrong with the High Priestess testimony? Screw it. There is a discrepancy in the High Priestess testimony.
There is? Well then, perhaps you could explain what it might be.
This is what is wrong with the testimony. He knew the time of the crime. Wait. Yeah, I was wondering this myself. We never disclosed the time of the crime. So how would he know when it happened? After Adbit in me was channeled, no one ever stated the time that Eclat Zeh'lot was murdered. I saw that too. Like, when that happened, I was just thinking, did someone tell him the time? And I just thought, oh, someone must have told him at some point because, like, how else would he know that? I didn't realize it would become a plot point.
Now that you mention it,
Despite that, you claim to have an alibi from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Even the autopsy report says 12 to 3, not 2 to 3. That means you knew that Acolyte Zeh'lot was dead when you were still alive. Arrgh! Oh, that's an that's an awesome image. That's an amazing animation there. Wait, I think I just saw something just now. No, I must be imagining things. So tell me, how did you know the time that Crime was murdered? I wish I could go back and see that, but I was too busy laughing at it to notice anything different. About that. Open your heart and let the mother in.
alright, we've been blessed with the High Priest's secret words and prayers, or a lot of mumbling, I'm not sure which.
Oh, his servant holiness must strive to banish worldly desires from their soul. Open your heart, let the Holy Mother in. Prepare your mind for something.
I feel this has been my very soul that has been cleansed.
You can't fool me. Prayer may banish worldly desires, but it can't make the contradiction disappear. How can you be so sure? What's that supposed to mean? This lawyer seems to think little of the power of Khura'in's prayer. Huh? Abbot in me was at home during the crime, but knew of what happened at the hideout. I believe this can be explained thusly. He must have had a way to monitor the hideout from his home. What? You never cease to amaze, prosecutor. As he has surmised, there was a listening device installed at the hideout. It enabled me to instantly learn of anything unusual, even when I was not there. Remember, the rebels have been using this as a top secret hideout. It would be perfectly natural for them to install such an apparatus. Wait, come to think of it, when I was searching the rebel hideout, there's something under the banner. A microphone? What's that doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? That was a listening device? Starts recording whenever it detects movement. And I heard just such a recording after His Majesty and his family left. If you look in the desk in my study, you will find the tape in question.
Alright then. Bailiff!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Go retrieve the tape in question from the High Priest's home.
At once, Your Majesty. The power of Khura'in's prayer. Even a putrid brain such as yours should understand it now. It's like the contradiction really did vanish.
We shall ascertain the content to the recording once we have the tape. In the meantime, I would ask Abbot Immi to continue with his testimony.
Very well. I heard everything.
I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Zeh'lot and Acolyte Fey. And after that, there was a loud noise, followed by a haunting silence.
I had to find some way to attack his alibi. If only Maya were here. She has a way of putting me at ease. But seeing it like this is only creeping me out. Though the high priest was a rebel, he was still a Khura'inist holy man. Therefore, take care in your questioning, lest you invoke the ire of our people.
I dare suspect the high priest! May the Holy Mother strike him blind!
As if this wasn't hard enough already. Nice try, but I'll stop at nothing to find the truth. I heard everything.
I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred.
Hold it!
You were entertaining His Majesty and his family during the crime.
Indeed, my wife Believe was treating them to a wonderful home cooking.
Your wife was there that day?
Why yes, she was in the kitchen cooking up a storm the entire time. Come to think of it, I don't think I saw her at all that day. She takes her culinary duties most seriously, you see. That's why she was in the kitchen cooking without pause that day.
So the judge never saw Miss Inmi. Should I have... yeah. Because I've been thinking that the wife is responsible for something. Please add that statement to your testimony.
As you wish. My wife Believe was in the kitchen cooking the entire time. Oh.
Hold it!
What was your wife making that day?
Well, the menu that day had featured hot and pies and melt and mott.
Hot and surprise. Melt and hot. Melting hot. Yeah, sure, okay.
They're more traditional Khura'inese dishes.
There's a lot of puns in this one. I can't even begin to imagine what those are.
Oh, yes. The exquisite zest of hot and pies and the soupy texture of melted hot. Lady Emmy's cooking that day was utterly unforgettable. Oh, thank you. It brings me joy to know you enjoyed such a meal. Now, what's His Majesty and his family had left? When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling.
Hold it!
You heard everything from recording.
Indeed! Each night I would secretly check what the listening record has recorded. I would have been in serious trouble with my lovely wife had she discovered my secret.
Can you really tell me what happened by the audio alone?
Long years of aesthetic training have sharpened my hearing. It's but a simple matter for me to ascertain the situation by the sounds that I hear.
Practicing cronyism improves your hearing?
Hearing is but one of the senses that can improve. If one can focus and ascertain inner peace, well then all 5 senses can be sharpened. Why? The robot over in the bazaar just cried. Did you not hear it?
Give me a break.
It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Zeh'lot and Acolyte Fey.
Hold it!
Hold on, are you sure about those voices? Was it really Acolyte Zeh'lot and Miss Fey?
I'd say that was the most reasonable conclusion under the circumstances. Or perhaps Acolyte Fey has an alibi that you can prove.
I'm afraid not.
Well, I suggest you make like a mollusk and clam up. Now we'll continue my testimony if I may. After that, there was a loud noise followed by haunting silence.
Dang it, press the wrong button. So all he knows about the crime is what he heard on the tape. And he was with his magistrate and his family all the time.
Now that I've proven the soundness of my alibi, I believe it is about time for me to return to the Twilight Realm.
What's the rush? Why not enjoy some more time among the living? I better find a way to attack his alibi soon. I'll just have to press harder and hope something useful comes out. Okay, yeah, I missed that last line, unfortunately. So I gotta redo this.
Hold it!
A loud noise. I'd say that's worth looking into.
It was a terrible crashing sound. Poor Acolyte Zeh'lot must have felt so heavy.
It must have been the sound of that stone slab falling over. Should I have him? Oh god, how many things are we gonna add? As long as it does take out the other one, sure, why not? Please add that statement to your testimony.
As you wish. I would describe the noise as a terrible crash. Poor Zeh'lot must have felt so heavy.
Hold it!
You believe that terrible crash is connected to Acolyte Zeh'lot's death?
Yes, the sound no doubt was poor Zeh'lot's death knell. Such a tragedy, for he's a fine disciple. I would ask all here today to give a prayer to his departed soul. Zusure Matame Yoma! Zusure Matame Yoma! Zusure Matame Yoma!
I had high hopes for the young man's future. Zusure Matame Yoma. Why do I feel like such a jerk for just trying to do my job right now?
Mr. Wright. Do you still feel the need to question the High Priest? His alibi is as tight as can be.
Yes, absolutely, because this is my only chance of getting Maya and myself off. This isn't going so well, but ask about something else. I'm curious, Abbott and me. Did you stop by the rebel hideout after his magistrate left?
Yes, I thought it would be wise to assess the situation. But as I said before, there was nothing to see. The hideout appeared as it always had.
You wouldn't have noticed the blood in the victim's body?
It was nowhere to be found.
What about the blood? And the statue that, like, fell over? Acolyte Fey must have already disposed of it and anything else incriminating. That's not true, there was blood. So when you saw the rebel hideout, it looked like it does in this photo? Yes, I would say that is how it appeared that day. So the stone slab had been put back in place. Just says Abbott and me saw it instant. What about the blood?
Mr. Wright, is it not time to concede defeat?
No, wait. I need just a little more time.
If you insist.
Okay, into His Majesty and his family. Then we have the wife, Believe, in the kitchen cooking. She could have been somewhere else. I heard a man and woman quarreling. That could have very easily been Zeh'lot and his wife, right? It sounded like an altercation, but there's no way to prove that was his wife. After that, there was a loud noise followed by a haunting silence. I would describe the noise as a terrible crash. Would you describe it as a crash? Or like a thump? Am I looking too much into that? Because if a giant stone like slab fell on me, it would be like a thump. And what about the blood on the Warbot statue? I'm not really... My wife, Believe, was in the kitchen cooking. I don't think we have any evidence to go on this. Is there a way to say that the wife wasn't feeling well? May 8th, 12 to 3. The Warbot Dogger. What day was which? That was May 8th, and this was May 10th, right? So he did have dinner with the magistrate on May 8th. And on May 9th, they got together with Maya. So that's not a contradiction like I thought it was. Noon to 3. Imsan. I mean, but if you saw it like this, wouldn't he have seen blood on the scene? Because he did... Poor Zeh'lot, it must have felt so heavy. How does he know that green thing was what was causing it? Because it's only an audio thing, it's not a visual thing, right?
Objection!
Am I on the right track? Abbott Imi, you said, and I quote, "Poor Zeh'lot, it must have felt so heavy." Why do you think he felt something heavy? You said the hideout looked like it did in this photo. If so, there's nothing that would lead you to believe he had experienced a heavy feeling. Okay, I'm sort of on the right track. I'm sort of on the right track. Yeah, because he only heard something. So if he only heard something and he heard like a crash and he saw this, then you can't have assumed that this thing fell on him because this is how he saw it the next day, right? Oh, look at those eyes. Look at those hands. We're getting somewhere. The fact is, of course, the stone sap did fall onto Acolyte Zeh'lot, impaling him on the warbot statue behind him. But that was only revealed through Benevolence's Divination Séance earlier.
With defense, please, get to the point.
My point is simply hearing a crashing sound shouldn't have automatically led him to conclude the victim was crushed to death.
I still don't see a point.
Because he only heard it, he never saw it. I'm saying that the High Priest knew. He knew how the victim was really killed. Wow, what an image that is. Good lord. It's almost like the warbot is smirking at him too as it does it. Wow, what a picture. Obviously I can't use this thumbnail, it's way too spoilerific. Because if you haven't seen the previous episodes, it would be weird, but that's one heck of a picture.
Way!
And that is information only the real killer could have known.
Ah!
There's that ghost again. I definitely saw it that time. I've got the High Priest's spirit shaking in his boots. Or should I say sandals? Or should I say shaking in Maya's sandals?
Objection.
Don't object my thoughts. Need I remind you, Abbot Inmi was with his majesty at the time of the crime. Such an alibi precludes him from being the killer. Yeah, what about his wife? That's true. So he can't be the killer. However, he knew how Zeh'lot was killed. Something only the killer could know. Can this discrepancy be resolved somehow?
Well, Mr. Wright, we're waiting for an explanation.
I was just getting to that. Time to think of something quick. The High Priest knew something only the killer could know because he heard it from the real culprit, his wife. He must have heard how the victim died from the real killer.
Her? The real killer?
Of course, that makes perfect sense. I don't want to believe it, but this is the only possible explanation.
So tell us, who is this real killer?
It's got to be someone close to the High Priest, someone without an alibi. The person most likely to be Zeh'lot's killer is. I've been saying this for a while now. And it wasn't revealed in the next 5 minutes like normal predictions of mine are. So I feel pretty good about this one.
Take that!
Your Majesty, while you were visiting the High Priest's home, you didn't see Miss Imi at all, did you?
No, I never saw her, but what does that have to do with anything?
Did the High Priest ever leave your sight?
No, we were talking the whole time. And the food was brought right to the room's entryway.
So the High Priest has an ironclad alibi. But his wife does not. What the devil are you insinuating? I'm insinuating that Miss Inmi might have killed Acolyte Zeh'lot.
Objection.
You have a lot of nerve making such a baseless allegation. She had no motive to kill Acolyte Zeh'lot. He was like family to her. No, we can't entirely discount the idea. Especially if you consider that Miss Inmi could have been the one posing as Lady Kira.
Objection.
Even a fool must temper his foolishness at times. Or do you truly believe Lady Kira would kill Acolyte Zeh'lot though he was not a rebel?
Objection!
As we all know, the High Priest was secretly a rebel. I would follow that his favorite disciple could very well be a rebel, too.
Are you suggesting that Miss Inmi killed her husband as well?
As sad as to think she'd kill her own husband to get rid of the kingdom of rebels, I don't think we can rule it out. Caw?
You claim my wife is that rebel-hunted Lady Kira, and that she slew both Zeh'lot and myself? My lovely wife! That is utterly impossible! Caw! Yikes! I have never seen the High Priest so angry.
It is as Abbot Inmi stated. And the accused has already been found guilty of his murder. It is far too late to overturn it.
That's right, Mr. Wright. Now, apologize to the good priest before he gets angry again. Now, quickly now.
No, I'm not going to apologize. The true identity of Lady Kira is a major piece to this trial's puzzle. Admit it, Abbot Inmi, your wife, Lady Inmi, killed you. And yet, even now, you continue to lie in an effort to protect her.
How absurd! It appears the lawyer has forgotten. My lovely wife could not possibly battle the rebels in guise of Lady Kira. For we were blessed by her holiness, and she was with child. Praise be to the Holy Mother!
Heck, I completely forgot about that.
That abominable Lady Kira figures from me and the acolyte Zeh'lot was the accused.
This is bad, but I can't give up now. Just don't forget, my client doesn't have the strength to fight rebels either. How could a weak young woman like her possibly? You foolish oaf of a lawyer. If only he was blessed as Lady Inmi. What? Surely the accused possesses the strength, or should I say the power. The power to battle those black-hearted rebels.
What are you talking about? My good prosecutor, I see you have come to the same conclusion as I. Such keen insight.
Then you have figured it as well, Abbot Inmi. May I ask you to explain it to this putrid brain lawyer?
Certainly, for I cannot allow him to defame my lovely wife for murder. Born devil! Your Majesty, allow me to testify as to how Maya Fey is that murderous Lady Kira. Well, I would assuage your anger. Well, then by all means, please testify.
Maya Fey is Lady Kira.
Acolyte Fey channeled Lady Kira's spirit. She is a spirit medium who knows Lady Kira's true name, so she could have done it. So it was the real Lady Kira who returned to root out the rebels among us. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman.
But... Do you understand now? Murder by spirit channeling explains everything. This is the only way the accused could have defeated one rebel after another.
Indeed, I am a living, or shall I say dead proof of her terrible power.
Arg! Maya's ability to channel spirits? It's come back to haunt her. Now, it is not time to let it go and move on, defense. No, never. I'll never give up. Now wait. Think. Think. How can I prove that Maya couldn't have channeled Lady Kira? Alright, let's go. She does know her true name, right? I mean, that is part of channeling. And according to the Book of Secrets, that name is Imsan. I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying. And but when did she know her name? This is like really recent, right? I mean, she couldn't have known her name for the last 2 years. She only knew the name when she took on the ceremony, right? Maya Fey is Lady Kira. Acolyte Fey channeled Lady Kira's spirit.
Hold it!
My client channeled Lady Kira. Isn't that a little far-fetched? Far-fetched, you say? Why, the very fact I am proves that she has the power to channel spirits. Arg. But you have no proof she actually channeled Lady Kira. Oh, but I do! She is a spirit medium who knows Lady Kira's true name, so she could have done it.
Hold it!
While it's true, she may be capable of channeling Lady Kira, I doubt there's any proof she actually did it. Oh, we are talking about the infamous rebel hunter here. The modern day Lady Kira has captured many a rebel all by herself. And among them have been more than a few great warriors. Who but the real Lady Kira could have accomplished such a feat? It would be difficult for a mere mortal. That leaves the real Lady Kira of legend as the only likely answer. Indeed! Is that not proof enough that the real Lady Kira of legend have been channeled? The real Lady Kira of legend. It's an oxymoron if I ever heard one. Then again, the people of Khura'in believe the legends to be true. So it was the real Lady Kira returned to root out the rebels among us.
Hold it!
Lady Kira is an actual person. Do you really believe there ever was a woman that powerful? One capable of battling rebels much bigger and stronger than herself. Oh, there's no way to prove that! But to doubt the existence of Lady Kira is to doubt Khura'inism itself! It is not for us to question, we must simply believe! Yeah, how dare you doubt our legends! You were guys saying that you broken on? Lady Kira's gonna strike you down! Up. I won't get anywhere until I refute their claims with some evidence. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman.
Hold it!
A strength far beyond any mortal woman. And just how strong would that be? You need but look at the wound she inflicted upon my body. Though I had hoped to never think about that again. Your wound? It was pretty deep and there was a tremendous amount of blood. And while Acolyte Zeh'lot was rather small in stature, he was strong. Nevertheless, he was no match for the sheer strength of Lady Kira. Maya's spirit channeling is proof that she's Lady Kira, This is not good. I'll have to prove she didn't channel the original Lady Kira. Let's go back to this. Because he's saying that it's not that she knew of this name for a long time. She just knew of this name to do this crime. Right? The problem is with this name is she didn't get this name until she was going to be playing the role of Lady Kira, right? Do we have proof of when that happens? Blood loss from a deep abdominal wound caused by a blade weapon. The wound appears to have been inflicted by the warbod dagger used in the right. Mark on the face born. The water in the ring. Water was already staying red when we arrived. Warning from Kira to Abbott in me. Maya was there. She could have delivered that message. We already know that mystery. We already know that mystery. I don't see anything here. I don't see anything there. Believe statement. Tomo's secret in San. I don't have anything to go on here. I mean, the only thing I can think of is to present the true name, but that's not a contradiction. But she wouldn't have known the true name. But I don't see any evidence that said when Maya got this piece of evidence.
Objection!
Okay. I'm right somehow. That's the only thing I can think of is that Maya didn't know the true name at the time of the said crime. The Tome of Secrets is only given to the priestess who performs a purification rite. Is this your proof that my client could have channeled Lady Kira? Yes, indeed! For it contains the true name of Lady Kira, secret only revealed within. Abbott in me. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This couldn't have been used to channel Lady Kira. What nonsense! Mr. Ray, would you care to explain? This is why my client couldn't channel Lady Kira. Oh. Oh. Okay, typical Ace Attorney, FlightlessBird fashion. I have the right answer the wrong way. The reason that she couldn't have done it is because she can't read the language.
Take that!
Or not? Look right here, let's see why she couldn't have channeled Lady Kira. Yeah, that's not right. Nothing as far as I can tell. Yeah, oops. It's just an oops. I know the answer's here somewhere. Yeah, I know the answer's here somewhere, but where is the answer? You just need to remember the requirements for spirit channeling. You have to know the name and the requirement. flashback there would have been really helpful. It's my client. I mean, click over here?
Take that!
Nope. Not sure. What is the, Don't you have to know the face? Don't you have to know the face and the name? If so, she's wearing a mask.
Take that!
Lady Kira's face is hidden behind a mask that told me secrets. Yes! Alright, that just like hit me out of nowhere. You need both the name and face to channel a spirit. Thank you, Death Note. Because that's what happened. Like, Death Note came into my brain. I was like, don't you need name and face? And sure enough. Look at me! Without a face, it would have been impossible for my client to channel Lady Kira. Oh my! Therefore, the claim that she became Lady Kira by means of spirit channeling is patently false. Alright, my friends, well, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. If you like what you see, don't forget to thumbs up that video, like the video, and subscribe. Much appreciate you all. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here on a roll, but I kind of hit a speed bump there at the end. Still, I mean, we think we know what happened, right? I mean, Believe is behind everything. And yeah, that's what's going on. So we're gonna get her in the next video, or maybe the next video. One of the two, or the next video. I don't know. Some of these guys can be very long, but I gotta feel like we're at the tail end here. Because as soon as we put Believe on the stand, which is probably what's gonna happen next, right? Like, we're gonna get rid of him, and then we're gonna put her on the stand, and then she's gonna have her freak out, and then we'll end the case. I love you guys greatly. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And until next time, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.